Evening everybody, welcome along to the stream. Welcome if you're watching live, welcome if you're watching back from the future. Hope you're all doing good, whatever time it is. We're just hopping in, we're actually coming on a little bit earlier because I saw that the GT4 at Bathurst server was going to go live a little bit later. I thought we'd miss it this time around, but I think we're going to have a chance to get on it. In fact, we are going to get on it. Not with very much practice though, so that's going to be a bit of a thing, but we know our way around that, so hopefully we can have a good race anyway and have a bit of fun with it, because I think there's going to be 30 cars on the grid, which is nuts. Good schedule this week, looking forward to getting through a good few races tonight and hopefully seeing some of you on the grid as well. So we've got 2 minutes of practice left. That's going to be time for
lane speed limit is 80 kilometers per hour.
Maybe not even one lap.
The pit exit is clear. Push now. Sector 2 is yellow. The brake temperatures are low. We need to get some heat into them.
One thing I've forgotten to do is turn off motion blur from when I was taking thumbnail pictures earlier.
Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
That's annoying.
Green flag, sector 2.
And I'm not actually going to have time to do anything about it now. And this is one of those circuits where you really notice it.
Incident in sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
Hello there, Paul. Good evening to you, buddy. How you doing, Paul? You gonna... Whoa, mate.
Car right. Blue flag. Sector 3 is clear. Clear right.
You gonna be taking the track at all tonight, Paul? Sorry, I was
Sector 1 is
mid-conversation then. I crashed.
Green flag, sector 1. Blue flag. Blue flag.
Good evening, Robin. How you doing?
Yellow flag in sector 3.
You don't fancy this one, Paul. Fair play, buddy.
P20. That's the end of the session. 20th place.
Tell you what, we'll call that done in terms of a little installation lap. That's all it was. Before we get into quali. Oh, you see, Paul, one day you'll come to love Bathurst. You love Macau. What's not to love about Bathurst? They're quite different, but in some ways they're sort of... The reason people don't like Bathurst is probably quite similar to the reason people don't like Macau, is that it's really hard. But we got a full grid here, so enough people do like it. Let me know about sound levels, guys. Breaking point all wrong. Probably leave it in 4th though, I think. Try not to hit the wall. That motion blur is going to really annoy me. For those of you just joining, it isn't simulating the fact that I'm drunk. It's a setting I left on by accident after taking some thumbnails earlier on today. But it's really distracting, particularly on a really narrow course like Bathurst. Oh. Okay, get that out of the way now. It's good.
Your suspension's looking pretty bad, mate.
Yeah, maybe I am drunk then, Paul. Yeah, fair. Can't afford to do too many more then, because it's a long lap and a short qualifying session, and we sort of need to be in the top 10 really to avoid the worst of what will inevitably be quite a naughty first lap.
Your tyres are cold, watch out.
We will fix the motion blur before the next race, but I don't think I can do it once you've entered into server.
Okay, Ben, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
But I have no idea how people race with it. Maybe they don't. Hey Nige, good to see you, buddy. Hey Laurie Brooks.
Your lap time was 2:17.67.
Not bad. There's the banker. Gonna have one more go and that's it.
Sector 1 time's okay. Sector 2 time is quick.
Exit was slow there though. It's a shame. think cusp of the top 10 at best here.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
We've messed that up as well. And that, a very scruffy end of the lap.
On your right side tyres, your last lap time was at 2:17.46.
Only enough for 11th. We've got more speed, we just need more laps, basically, in order to get a bit smoother, but we're not going to get them.
Your tyre temps are looking good.
It is the Audi again, Nige. And it is the only GT4 car I can come close to driving. So that's why. Hey Hal, buddy, good to see you as well, man. Welcome along to the stream, everybody. Thanks for joining. Hope you're all doing good. Hope you're excited about another round of ranked races on RaceRoom. I think it's quite a good little selection this week. Certainly suits my purposes as we get shuffled down to 12th, but then back up into 11th for some reason. Gunther at the front, setting a 2:39. Mad lad. And we've got 23 drivers in total who've stuck with it through quali, including Alan Prost. You'd have expected him to be a bit faster than a 2:25. But there you go. Yeah, welcome along, everybody. Hope you enjoy the stream. I'm looking forward to it. I think we're going to get into the Formula 1 car, the F3 car, the GT3 car, this car, maybe the F4 car. We'll see how we get on. F3 at Brands is the one I'm really looking forward to, Hal. Definitely. I am slightly nervous about this. I mean, you never know which way these sorts of races are going to go. But it's only 15 minutes, isn't it? So if we get punted, or if I end up punting somebody lap one, it's not long to struggle through. And if it goes well, then it's a joy. Fuel is good. Let's get on to our first race of the night. Do it, Paul. I'm definitely planning to run that. Adam Prost, his nephew, famously slow, didn't follow in his uncle's footsteps.
15 minutes.
Here we go then.
Okay, Ben, let's get this right. No fuck-ups.
God knows what this is going to be like.
Go, go, go. Right side. You're in the middle, 3 wide.
Oh.
So you're right. Clear
Disappearing cars.
left side. Hold your line. He's still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. He's still there. Clear all around. Great start. Well done.
Oh God, that's going to be nasty. Yeah.
Car right.
Can't go through the middle there. Just can't.
Sector 3 is yellow.
Fancied it, but
We can see Tejero has gone up in one corner.
not sensible.
Green flag sector 3. Tejero is now retired. There's a white flag, yellow flag, stay sharp. Green flag, you're clear. Sector 2 is clear. Beckett is just retired from the race.
My apologies again, guys, by the way, for the motion blur. It's an accident, and I'm going to turn it off as soon as we can. It's very distracting, and is definitely my excuse if I crash. Up to 6th then. I'm not sure what gear to be in through there. God, it's like driving with cataracts with the motion blur on. It's weird. And I think it's impacting my frame rate.
Sector 2.
So I turned motion blur on Nige in order to take some thumbnail pictures, and then I forgot to turn it off. Because I'm an idiot. I'm not sure we've got the pace to hold this guy, you know.
Sector 3 is clear. The leader has just done a 2:14.78.
I'm not going to give you it there though, buddy.
2:17.70.
He's going to have us here though. I'm going to stick to the racing line.
Car right. Still there. Clear right. On your right. Yellow flag in sector 1. Right side's clear. On your right. Still there. Hold your line. Clear right. Come on then. Keep pushing. We might get it back. The car in front of us is ready. Tyres, we need to get some heat into them. The gap to Clark behind is increasing. It's now 2.5.
Oh, we were a little bit quick in that.
Just had a warning for cutting the track.
It was either cut or lock our brakes and spin. Yeah, Freddie is 100% quicker than us.
New fastest lap for Gunther, 2:14.47.
And I think he's quicker than the guys ahead as well.
Gap to Freddie. Ahead is now 1.3 seconds. P7.
The wheel is all good with Nige. I just had to tighten a screw, and I couldn't do that in the middle of the race because I couldn't find my Allen key.
That's half distance.
Well, not a screw, a bolt. So all good, but it did mean at the time that the wheel was moving towards me. Try and pick up our pace. The other guy behind us closing in. Or he was until he hit the wall.
The gap to Racing behind is now 1.4 seconds.
He'll pay the price of that all the way down the straight. Which is good for us.
That's a new fastest lap for Gunther, 2:14.05. Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. Sector 2 is clear. Remaining, 5 minutes left. Flag in Sector 2. Okay Ben, you've used half your fuel.
I'm quite fortunate. I think that Clark and Racing behind us are fighting. Hopefully the two up ahead end up having a bit of a Barney as well.
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining. That was at 2:17.52. sector 2.
Oh. Okay, we're in a bit of bother now.
Clark is gaining on you. The gap's now 0.6. Left side tyres are cold. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. Racing has just been disqualified.
Oh, the guy behind us is gone. Too many incident points. That's going to free Clark up for the final lap. Which is a bit of a blow. Could have done with that a lap later.
One more lap to go.
Side by side up ahead. Freddie's really struggled to get by Michaela. I thought he'd be through. Not easy to overtake. Okay, so on the last lap I figured out you need to be in third gear.
Sector 2 is yellow. Yellow flag.
Oh, someone's gone, have they?
Incident clear. Green flag.
Back marker.
P7. Cold tyres all round.
And Freddie has got past. Okay, well, not a classic, but solid. And ultimately, I think we've come home where we probably deserve to, really.
Seventh position. That's the end of the race. Bad luck, mate.
Gunther, good race. He can only have been racing himself, surely, given the pace advantage he had. There you go then, first race of the night. As I say, not a classic, but solid top 10. I mean, you look at the kind of best lap times, we weren't ever in this ballpark, really. And actually, we were a second off Clark's best lap time, a second off Berners. So I think we maximised that. And at the end of the day, that's all you can do, isn't it? Hey Jim, buddy, I'm doing good, mate. I'm very glad to be on another week's worth of ranked races. Let's get in the F3. Is there another one? Why is that not full? What's wrong with people? Let's get in. Yeah, all good, man. Ooh, what monitor do I use? So it's an Asus monitor. I couldn't tell you the exact model, but it does run at 144 hertz. Oh, no. Sorry. I've just remembered I need to come back out of this quickly and get rid of the motion blur. Or maybe it'll be a bit less prominent at Brands Hatch. How long have we got? Alright, we should have enough time. We should have enough time. Let's do it. Oh, can I do it here? Graphics. No. What a palaver. I hope I don't miss out on this because of stupidity. Let's have a look. Graphics. Here's my graphics settings, everybody. Off. Doesn't matter. Done. F3. Go. Boom. Right. Panic over. Yeah, I don't know the exact model, buddy. I can dig that out. And the FOV, I think it works out at about 60 degrees, so kind of the closest one in on the RaceRoom calculator that's now in the menus, which just suits how far away my seat is from the screen, which is handy. So yeah, righty. Hey Tabo, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, buddy, but thanks for joining the stream, man. Good to see you here. Thank you, Eric. Hey, Strip Waffle. We're not going to bother with a practice lap here. I think I know my way around. And we don't really have time anyway. Funny you should say that, James, because I spent a lot of my night last night trying to get my Oculus Quest working in RaceRoom. And although I could get a decent performance eventually with some sort of fiddling with the settings, because obviously I'm going to be recording and I don't have a separate machine to record on, as soon as I started recording race footage, everything was starting to stutter quite badly. So I love racing in VR. I mean, when I first started sim racing about a year and a bit ago, I was on Assetto Corsa in VR and it was awesome. But I wasn't making YouTube videos at the time. So I don't know that that's something which my hardware at the minute is gonna allow for. And I'm not entirely convinced either that it produces great videos. Like, I think it's brilliant for me or the person who's racing, but whether it'll provide like the best experience for folk watching, I think depends. But I'll keep giving it a go, definitely. Righty, quali lap. Let's get this in. I'll check back in on that, Jim, in just a second, mate. Let me get some quali laps under my belt. So this is one of those combinations which is brilliant for hot lapping. I wonder how it's going to be to race. Because there is nowhere to overtake at Brands Hatch, really, other than the hairpin. But my bet is there's going to be some people keen to overtake around this part of the circuit. And that is going to cause some issues for people. Good to see so many guys on the grid, by the way. I did clock that. Oh, too hot. Cost us a little bit.
one is quick.
It's just such a beautiful combo to drive this, guys. Even if you can't get on tonight, you should get on at some point and do it.
Alright Ben, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. That lap time was 1:20.72. Sector 1 time was good.
Took too much.
That lap time was 1:20.01.
Okay, not a bad start. Couple more laps. You got to be brave in this combination, man. That's what's exciting about it. It's all about like when you flick the car in, how much speed do you dare leave on the car? How early do you get back on the power? Because there is more time. Not by doing that. No, 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 no.
Okay Ben, we need to watch these track limits. 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
And that's the temptation, you see, to just take it a little bit too far. This is the last attempt then.
Sector 2 time is okay.
It's not going to be enough to get an extra position.
That last lap was at 119.82.
But we're into the 119s and that feels pretty good. Let's quickly get a guesstimation on fuel then. Well, we've got time. Not a lot more.
Checkered flags out, P5.
I'm going to top that up a little bit more, I think. 17 cars on the grid then. P5, not bad. Good, in fact. Happy with that. Good to see Hal. Clark's followed us in from Bathurst. Andre's in, very good. There's Nick, Nige. Good stuff. Right, let's just knock our fuel up slightly. We probably won't need it. But it's better to be safe than sorry, isn't it? On that sort of thing. Evening, Barry, buddy. Good to see you. Right then. Concentration.
15 minutes. Here we go. Don't fuck this up.
I'll try my best, crew chief.
Green, let's go, let's go.
Steady start at best.
Car right. Clear right.
Whoa.
Car left. Hold your line. Clear
Get
left.
that position back.
Yellow flag, sector 1. Okay, Ben, decent start. We can build something from here.
Oh, he's had a much better exit than us, though.
Car right. Right side's clear.
Oh, he's thought better of that, though, which I'm very grateful to him for.
Sector 1 is clear.
Oh, this is fast-paced.
He's still there. Still there.
Oh!
Right. Yellow flag. Left side. Right side.
Okay,
Clear right.
no worries. We've ended up pointing the right direction.
There's some minor suspension damage. Clear right. Incident clear. Green flag. On your right. Got dirt. Got on all tyres. He's still there. Clear right. P11.
It's the thing, man, like when you're racing in traffic, you do have to give a little bit of an extra margin, and I just don't think the guy behind there factored that in.
Car right.
You know, it's not my usual braking point, but that's because I've got a guy at my inside who's running right close to me, you know. I'm sure there was nothing malicious in it. It's just an accident, but it's cost us. My suspension's knackered as well. Oh, it's not really a place you can overtake. This might be. Whoa!
Clear left. Come on, be careful.
Okay, got Andre behind us now as well. Have to get a move on. Oh, he's gone.
Car left. Clear left. Yellow flag. Stay sharp. Green flag. Okay, Ben, no chances here. Let's make sure we can take them. 10th position. Your rear brakes are cold, mate.
Andre looking a bit racy behind us. Oh, he's gone. Here's Hal.
Car right. Clear right. Green flag sector 3. Yellow flag.
More death, and we're up to 7th.
Sector 2 is clear. The gap in front is increasing. It's now 3.8. The gap to Harrison behind is increasing. It's now 1.0 seconds. The leader has just done 120.09.
That's the guy who bumped us off track up ahead, isn't it?
P7, that's your fastest lap today. Sector 1 is 1.1 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.47 off the pace. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 3.
Okay, some clear track. Let's enjoy this.
Yellow flag, Sector 1.
And see what we can get.
Green flag, Sector 1.
Two and a half seconds is the gap. See if we can bring it down. So now I've got a big gap to Nige behind.
Your brake temperature is looking good. Yellow flag in Sector 1. Yellow flag.
Oh,
The gap to Clark ahead is increasing. It's now 2.9 seconds.
not sure what that was. I think we're quite a bit slower through Sector 1.
White flag.
Oh,
Yellow flag, Sector
Andre.
3. Yellow flag, stay sharp. Green
Something's
flag,
gone wrong there.
That lap was at 120.62. Yellow flag. Green flag, all clear. Yellow flag.
Oh, he's gone again.
Alright Ben, the next car is Luldering. Green flag. Luldering was retired.
He had the fastest lap of the race as well.
That's half distance. You're looking good for fuel.
Side by side up ahead. Scary. Fair play to them though. Looks like a good race. See if we can make it 3 wide.
to Clark. Ahead is now 1.7 V6. Of fuel remaining.
So that gap is now down to 1.6. Whiteley is gone by the looks of it.
Half your fuel. Sector 3 is clear. The leader's just done a 119.92. Fastest lap for Schmidt, 119.65. Good lap. That's your quickest so far. Sector 1 is 0.26 off the pace. To Clark in front is now 1.7. 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Oh, just too much.
Track limits. You need to give back the time gained.
That's not going to be easy here, actually. That'll do it. Or will it?
The guy ahead has just posted a 119.91. I need to slow down to give back the time gained.
It says 0. Okay. Bit harsh. That's cost us a lot in the end, about half a second. Silly mistake.
Gap to Clark. Ahead is now 2.5.
Oh, we've taken that time back off him. He must have a slowdown. Must have.
Yellow flag in sector 2. Sector 2 is clear. Okay, Ben, that's good consistency. Keep it up. P6.
We might have a chance here before the end.
Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
I wonder if he's damaged his suspension.
fastest lap for Kovacs, 1:19.59. We estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
Or has he got a puncture?
Imagine race pace, this is good. You've just done a 1:19.72.
Oh, I did not need to do that.
Alright Ben, we've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines. You'll need to slow down if you don't want a penalty. New fastest lap for Schmidt, 1:19.41. One more lap to go. Car right side's clear.
That did not work for us at all. Oh, it's a back marker.
Car left, you're in the middle.
Wow. Oh my days.
They're all out. Great move, keep it up. Sector 1 is yellow.
Oh my goodness.
Sector 1 is clear. We think David has gone off in Rainhill Bend.
And we're up into 5th.
P5.
So I don't know if that was a back marker actually. Wow, that was intense. I'd love to say there was a sort of calculation there, but it was very much instinct. That all happened very, very fast. Hey Nick, buddy, good to see you, man. Oh my goodness. That was exciting. Hello, Paul. What can I do for you? Decent pace there, man. Like, we're only 2/10 off the fastest lap. And we're running a base setup. So pretty happy with that. And given we got punted early on, we only finished a few seconds behind the guy who did the punting. I think it was him anyway. Forgive me if it wasn't. And I don't think it was a bad punt. It wasn't deliberate. I'm not sort of cross about that at all. What are we gonna do? A replay of that move. Let me just double check what we might be able to hop into, and then yeah, let's go and take a little look at it. I'm not that wild about doing the longer touring car races. We've been doing quite a few of them recently. I would hop into Suzuka, but it seems nobody else is there. We could hop into one of the rookies when it becomes available. Yeah, maybe Zandvoort in the touring cars. Let's quickly take a look at that then and see. see how that went down. Oh, that was you, Paul. Is that an assist? An assist for Paul Kirkby? Let's have a little gander while we wait for a server to open up. That's going to be really sad if people don't race in the FRX at Suzuka. Like, what could be better than new physics, Formula 1 car, through the S's at Suzuka? Thanks, Tabor. Yeah, exactly. More TCR, Nige. You madman. Just not a long race is where I draw the line. I'm happy to do a 15-minute. This was the last lap on it. Bum 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 bum. It's coming up here in it. So let's put the action cam on it first. See how we survived. I mean, in fairness, remarkably, given how tight on the track it was, everybody's got quite a lot of room, don't they? Nobody gets sort of... that's not helpful, is it? There's no sort of... oh, we're going to have to go into like chase cam or something. So Clark loses out because he has to get off the gas big time on the exit, and we're just very fortunate, essentially, that we're able to plough on through. Just caught him at the right time. So there you go. Hard lines to Clark there. Probably didn't deserve that. Right. 2 drivers. That's a shame, man. We got no other servers up, so we're going to have to just give it a couple of minutes. Dan, hello! Yeah, so, you did have it covered, buddy. Definitely. I mean, we're going to run out of laps. Great racing, you, man. And I think you were in the Bathurst race as well, right, buddy? You had the pace on me there, for sure. I just... thankfully, the finish line came in time. Good fun, man. Why can there be no servers open up? How odd. This will open up again soon. And I think it's probably our best bet. But yeah, here's a question, chat. I've just bought a butt kicker. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's like a device you attach to your sim rig to give you, I guess it's called haptic feedback. I never remember. Basically, it will translate sounds in the sim into vibrations to give you a sense that your cockpit is kind of in the midst of a race. Does anybody else have a butt kicker or a kind of transducer, as I think they're also called? Any tips on how to set them up? I think SimHub is the best software for it, from what I've seen. I'm a little bit nervous about how the hell I'm going to attach it to my rig, but I'm sure there's a solution to that. Yeah, James, buddy, that's the one I got. The butt kicker gamer 2. I thought you already... Yes. Well, one important point, Jerry, is I haven't told my wife yet about that little present to myself. 3 seconds. What is going on with these servers, man? Where are they? That'll do it. Let's hop in and do this. So apparently they're not noisy, and they're sort of. I mean, it partly depends where you attach them to it and to the rig and whatnot. It's all about like putting the vibrations through the rig itself.
60 kilometers per hour.
I'm sort of excited to try it, but I'm also a little bit wary that it might just be a bit of a faff, and I hope it isn't. Those of you who've got them, what do you think? Good thing? Bad thing? Help with immersion? Hey Chris buddy, welcome to stream man. Just in the nick of time, get yourself in a TCR car, get to Zandvoort. And slide around this corner with me. Although that sounds like a pretty good endorsement, James.
Okay, Ben, we're seeing lots of rear lock-in.
They're remarkably hard to come by now. Like, I had to buy it from a flight simulator website. Everywhere else is sold out. Okay, gonna need an earlier braking point there.
Yellow flag, stay sharp. You're clear, incident clear. Up to it, pick up on all your tyres.
So you think the full version of SimHub, eh? Funny question, but those of you who've got a butt kicker, where do you attach your butt kicker? Which part of the rig is it on? Too deep. Because the Track Racer cockpit I've got, it looks like the bracket, like from the manufacturer, is for the side of the rig, and I'm like a little bit nervous that that's going to give a really sort of strange feeling.
Car right, clear right.
Because most of the guys on YouTube who I've seen with them, like have them like behind the rig almost, like on the rear of the rig, underneath your butt, funnily enough.
That's 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes.
Underneath your seat, eh? Okay. And did you like screw that in, James, did you? Or like bolt it in?
White flag, mate. Yellow flag, green flag, sector 3.
Oh.
Green flag, you're clear.
It's funny, by the way, back on the actual driving, just how cumbersome this feels compared to the F3 car. Oh, and here comes Chris. He's arrived.
Sector 1 is clear.
Can probably hold that in fourth there, I think.
We think P2 has gone off in 1000 volts.
God, this is quite tricky actually, to get the brain rewired around driving these cars.
Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. Your rear tyres are cold and your front tyres are looking a little hot. Green flag Sector 1. Yellow flag in Sector 3. The lap time was at 1:48.32. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Tell you what, I'm going to come out of this. Vyman, so you mounted yours on Track Racer at the rear under the seat. Which Track Racer cockpit have you got, buddy? Because I've got a TR8. And did you do a kind of custom mount for that? Did you? Yeah, that's what I thought, James. Really. Whereas, like as I say, the official bracket, from what I can see on the TR8, is like on the side panel almost, and it's like, well, I'm not going to buy two. To sort of have one on each side. I mean, I might eventually, but I'm not going to do that now. So it just didn't feel that ideal. It sort of made me think I'm probably going to have to do something bespoke. Meanwhile, this is filled up nicely. We're not going to be that quick yet, I don't think. I don't feel that comfortable in the car. Particularly through the middle sector. It feels like the car just wants to slide, and maybe through the race I'll get back used to planting the accelerator when that happens, but at the minute my instinct is to try and brake, which just makes things worse. While we're waiting, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, that would be awesome. Help YouTube share the stream with more people.
P3. That's the end of the session. P1.
Would very much appreciate that. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, get yourself subscribed. Right then, let's see how much of a struggle this ends up being. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, you see. That's why in the race we won't be pushing all the time. To be fair, the mid-pack is where you want to be in these cars. In amongst it. Door banging. God, that's absolutely nails that corner.
Watch these track limits. Please, Ben. All your tyres are dirty.
It doesn't make sense to keep going with that, given the time limits. It's at this point that you start to get a little bit worried. I do actually need to be able to complete a lap.
Remaining, 5 minutes left.
Yes, Chris, I am having the same reflection, buddy. I can't keep the car pointing the right direction. That was scary, but at least we're through. I don't know how I did it though, which is a problem for doing it again. God, there's so many corners like this in the middle sector that just... If you try and take it like you would in a GT3 or a Formula 1 car, the car just slides.
That was 147.80.
Well, that is a lot faster than I thought we'd be. Okay, so maybe the answer there is just no dramatic pedal inputs at all. Take it easy.
Sector 2 time is quick. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. Just done at 147.08. Sector 3 time is quick.
Okay then, so I mean that's great. I'm really surprised by that, but I have no idea if I'm going to get through the race without crashing. That's the big danger. That we're just going to slide the car. Hey Dave, thanks buddy. And yes, Hash, it's exactly that problem. Like, the car just wants to get away from you. 1:45.6 from Cook is pretty mega. Tenner for the win. I think that's going to involve me ploughing into the 3 cars ahead of me and possibly the 3 cars behind me at some stage, if that's going to happen. Happy with quality fuel. Cheers, Vyman buddy. I didn't see that at the time. So you mounted a 13mm socket to a metal plate. Yeah. I suspect that's what I'm going to end up having to do. Something like that.
Checkered flags out, P4.
P4 though, guys. Got to be happy with that. Where's everybody else? So Norway Nick, 13th. Good lad. Nigel, 15th. Chris down in 18th. Big grid though, isn't it? Forgive me if I've missed you there and you're on the grid. Funny you should say that, Nick. It was the only TCR I'd driven before our Sunday series. So this is what I thought TCR was before I drove the Alfa Romeo. So it was quite a pleasant surprise when I drove the Alfa through that series, because it's like, wow, I can actually drive this thing. Here we go then, guys. If nothing else, surely this is going to be very eventful. Narrow, tight, twisty track. 20 odd TCRs, slipping and sliding. Should be a good one.
15 minutes. Okay, Ben, stay calm, focus. Go, go, go. Car right. Still there.
God, guy behind us got a good start. Jesus.
You're right. Take care,
Oh,
please.
first knock.
On your right. Right side's clear. Car right. Sector 1 is yellow. You're right. Car
Oh, he's round.
flag, stay sharp. Clear left. Clear all round. On your right. Green flag, you're clear. Still there. Right side's clear. Sector 1 is clear.
Nick has had an unbelievable start. He's up into 8th place.
Your start's okay. We can build something from this.
There's a slider.
Car right. Still there. Clear right. Right side. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear right.
That was a good pass. fair play to the guy for not trying to chin me into the next corner.
Sector 2. Well done, Ben. This is terrific. Exactly what we came here for. P3. That lap was a 146.76. Green flag, Sector 2.
We are so tentative through there. I don't really know what else to do though.
Left, 10 minutes to go. Tavares has retired from the race. Fastest lap for Suzuki, 146.14. Alright Ben, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes. Considered in Sector 2, Sector 2 is yellow. Sector 2 is clear.
Sorry for silence, chat, but I am concentrating more than you can imagine. Feels like it takes such a delicate touch. Which is weird for a touring car, right? Which you sort of think you need to chuck in everywhere, but it feels like if you chuck this car in, then you're going to be in the wall.
Okay, Ben, you need to pass this track. You're losing too much time. New fastest lap for Suzuki, 146.14.
146.1.
front is hot.
Just need to put a little bit more pressure on here. But it is slowing us down, I think.
Yellow flag in sector 1. Green flag sector 1. Incident in sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow, P3. Your last lap time was at 1:46.78. It looks like Newman has gone off in turn 12. Yellow flag sector 1. Newman has just retired.
Quite a lot of DNFs.
Incident in sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. Green flag sector 2. Sector 3 is clear. That's 5 minutes to go. Come on, keep it together. We'll be on the podium here.
So difficult to overtake here. Not going to do it like that.
The gap behind is now 0.45.
That's annoying. That's our first mistake.
Okay, Ben, you've got half your fuel left. Tyre temperatures are fine. Use all the track, force him to find the gap.
Oh no!
Yellow flag. Cut the track. Keep it nice and tight. Pick up dirt on all your tyres. Incident clear.
It was always going to happen, guys. Just made the silly mistake of trying to push a bit. Okay, got to reset. Only lost one position. Need to not do it again and hope that they make a mistake.
Okay, Ben, you're gaining on the guy in front. The gap is 2.7 seconds. P4. Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
going to have to be a mistake though, with just 1.5 laps left.
Your left front's hot.
Of course, if they wanted to take each other out, that would be quite nice. But I don't think it's going to happen somehow. Although they are fighting pretty hard.
That lap was at 147.31. Green flag sector 1.
It's going to be in the next corner if somebody goes off. Oh, and it's nearly happened. That definitely was a bit of a moment. Oh, somebody's gone.
Car right. Clear right. Left side. Clear left.
Dag nammit. I thought we'd just done the switch back in time there.
Okay, Ben, we estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
And we've lost it into the chicane.
Stewards and corners for
This is very bad, very bad. You might not hold on to fourth yet. We just about will. Very messy, but we get fourth anyway. Aye, aye, aye.
It's over.
It's all about like not releasing the throttle basically. Like as soon as I did that there, the car just wants to lurch around. Well, not a bad finish. We could have had second place there, man. Like on a different day, I think we'd have been second. Best of the rest after the extraterrestrial up front. But wasn't to be. Couldn't keep the car in a straight line. Nick ended up down in 7th. Good lad, good finish. Chris up into 15th because he was, I think he started 18th. And there's Nige in 18th. I think I saw Nige having to go into the pits. It's a big shame for him. In a 15-minute race. Never good. I did 2 of them, Nick. Release the throttle, spin around. DTM 92 at Salzburg in 10 minutes. I don't think so, Andre, for me, buddy. I am gutted that that isn't more popular. It should be more popular. There was a lot of DQs I saw. Was that, were you involved in some of that, Chris, in terms of getting bumped out? So there's no other... Who's in here? Stephen, good lad. There's like a 20-minute wait on Suzuka. What do we think, guys? What are we interested in running? Another 20-minute wait on Bathurst as well. While you have a think and let me know in the chat, let's have a little look at how our rating's doing so far tonight. Always worth checking in. Oh, that last race was good for it. A little plus 3.5. Lost some in the F3. That feels harsh. And gained a bit at Bathurst. That feels lucky. I'm surprised by that. I thought we would have. I thought it might have been the other way. But fair enough. Alright, Dean, if you're watching. Thanks for reaching out to connect, buddy. What are we thinking then, folks, in terms of next race to run? I wouldn't be averse to doing a few laps around Suzuka in the Formula 1 car and just see if the server fills up. But it's quite a long wait to a race, which is a bit rubbish. I feel like we're a little bit out of sync. I would probably stomach doing the BMW Cup car at Portimao if people were up for that and fancy joining. Chris, I know you're a big fan of Portimao. I can't stand it, but I'm willing to embarrass myself in order to get a good race going. So I think that's probably the choice, guys. Do we hop into the BMW and watch me be rubbish and not know which direction the track goes at Portimao, but we get a race? Or do we wait for the FRX, but with a risk that no bugger turns up? Let me know in the chat, guys. We've got a little bit of time. Paul Kirkby says FX 17. Thank you all for joining the stream, by the way, guys. Really appreciate it. If you've enjoyed the races so far tonight, fancy leaving a like, that would be awesome. Daniel Phillips says wait for the FRX. So that's 2 in favour of FRX. I'm going to give it another couple of minutes just because I know there's a bit of a delay on the chat. No, seriously, man, I for my sins, I also play the F1 games, even though I know they're not, full sims. And the Portimao circuit just came out for F1 2021. I was driving around that the other night, and it's absolutely terrifying in an F1 car. And there's just so many blind curbs. That's a good point, actually, Nige. If everybody's up for joining the Formula 1 server, then we can make a decent grid just ourselves. Let's do FRX then. We're going to be in Europe 4. Done. Excellent. Happy about this. Good choice. God, the liveries are a bit meh. Let's go for Harrison, because why not? It's quite a big wee, Nige, that your dog needs. 20 mins. Bloody hell. Has he got bladder issues? Only joking. I know you mean you've got to take him for a walk. I think you got about 15 minutes, mate, before quali. Let's see how this feels then.
The speed limit is 80 kilometers per hour.
I'm really hoping the answer is awesome.
Your exit's clear. Don't cross the white line. Need to get some heat into these brakes.
It's very different to a touring car. Okay. Harder and earlier on the brakes.
Alright then, 15 minutes left, that's 15 minutes.
Flat through here.
Yellow flag for
Oh.
sector 1.
A little bit too responsive, but yes, it is definitely flat through there.
Yellow flag. Sector 1 is clear. Green flag sector 3.
Need to remember about DRS. God, the car is so responsive, it is unbelievable. Turning in too early because it's so responsive. I'm expecting a lag.
Sector 1 is yellow.
I love single seaters.
Sector 1.
Too much into that. And into there.
Lucky left front braking for the hairpin. Sector 3 is yellow. We think that robots has run off. Green flag sector 3.
And into there.
Lap time was 1:35.25. Incident in sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. Incident clear. Green flag. Sector 2 is yellow. Clear right.
Haha, I got distracted.
Sector 2 is clear. Track limits. This lap will be deleted.
It's going to be a bit of a crazy race, guys. These cars are so powerful.
Yellow flag sector 3. Sector 3 is clear. Brake temps are good. Look to your right front into chicane. Sector 1 is clear. Yellow flag sector 1. Yellow flag. P3's been dead. Clear. Incident clear. Green flag sector 1. flags.
Hey, Jerry's on the grid. Brilliant. Got to resist the temptation to shift up there.
Incident clear. Green flag.
I love this. This is so good.
Yellow flag. Stay sharp.
I mean, it's just so... Oh! I don't love that.
Green flag. Clear. Green flag. Sector 2. Sector 1 is clear.
Could definitely lose a bit of wing.
Yellow flag. Sector 2. Sector 2 is clear.
That is wicked, man. That is so good.
Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
Too much.
Looking your left front going into the hairpin. Yellow flag in Sector 2. Looking your right front going into the chicane. You've just done a 133.67. Yellow flag.
We need more cars on the grid, guys. Watching safely. Chris Rogers and Nick Campbell and Paul Kirkby, where are you? Oh, Jerry's gone faster than us by 4/10. I mean, there's loads of time in this. I mean, seconds and seconds and seconds. We're not close to the maximum. Oh yeah, Paul. There you are. Sorry, buddy. Of course you are. There's another. We've got a little bit of time left in practice, so maybe if you drive, if you can get into double figures, then you can have a decent enough session. And the driving experience itself hopefully makes it worthwhile if there's a few of us kind of racing closely. I'm sort of half tempted to start tinkering with the setup, but A, I don't really know what I'm doing, and B,
Okay, Ben, 5 minutes to go.
because of that, like, you do one thing and then it affects something else. I'm going to take a tiny bit of downforce off. You see, here comes somebody who knows what they're doing. Kobos. And he's gone 2 seconds faster. Paul, if you don't want to race, you don't have to race, buddy. To be honest, if you guys would rather, somebody in the chat could have a look to see if the GT3 Monza server is open and if there's space, and we could always go and do that. I really don't mind. The closing speeds in this car really are something. Ah, Scott Warner's got good pace. Wow, we're 7/10 up. If you wanted to know the answer to the question, when is it too early to open DRS?
The bodywork's in pretty bad shape. We might need to fix that.
There's your answer. Well, that was a good lap up until that point. So we got 10 people on the grid. It's probably not going to be more than that. And that's if Nige makes it back from his dog with his massive wee. I think of all the servers, this is the one which you can't really just hop into unless you're sort of used to driving high downforce formula cars. Like, a lot of people will hop in this and it'll be an awful experience at first, and then they'll hop onto something else. And putting it up against the Monza GT3 means it's unlikely to ever be that full, I think. But let's see if we can have a decent race anyway. God, Jerry's gone 2 seconds quicker than us. I think we were only 1 second quicker.
P3. That's the end of the session. P1.
Ah, and Lacar has joined. He's rapid in anything single-seater. Ah, we've got 11 drivers on the grid now. That's good. We're getting there. 12, in fact. Good stuff. It's interesting about traction control. Like, I know what you guys mean. I think for me, the physics improvements sort of balance it out a little bit. Because it's just that bit more predictable, and with the FFB as well being so good, it is a little bit more slippery, but I feel like I can sort of understand what it's doing. I mean, I've said that now and I'm going to bin it, probably. Forgot to activate DRS. Okay. 2 seconds off Joey's time, dearie me. Oh, come on, Benny. Same mistake again. We've lost Paul. Oh, we're well wide. The car is 5 seconds quicker. That's mental. Gained plenty through the hairpin. All on traction. Goodness me, it's unbelievable how much more you can push. We're finding time. That was a pretty good lap, I think, you know. I mean, we're miles off the front, but I didn't expect to be close. But that was a decent lap time. Quite happy with that.
Checkered flag, P3.
Yeah, Macau. I did one, Eric, at Bathurst in the FRX 17. I can't remember what the times were now, but it was good fun. Quite a few people off the back of sort of seeing the video of it, and Chris Rogers did a version of it as well, got involved. It's actually easier in some ways to drive Bathurst in a Formula car. Because the car's just so planted, or at least the old one was. Alright guys, I hope this works out. It's the smallest grid we've ever ran on stream. Fingers crossed that it's a good and entertaining one. Let's do it. I'm guessing there's no launch control.
15 minutes.
Nope. How many cars are still going to be pointing the right direction? Cold tyres.
Sector 1 is clear.
Oh no, Joey.
It's an clear, green flag.
You were going to be my DRS, buddy.
Sector 3 is clear.
Ah, Nige made it.
Leader was just 129.33. P2, the gap behind is now 12.6.
Oh, that's bad.
Left side. Still there. Clear left.
He's going to have DRS. Oh god, not through here, buddy. Please.
Okay
Tick.
then. Start stretching.
So we're going to see Kobos again, the guy who span out on lap 1.
132.00.
6 seconds, man.
10 minutes remaining, 10 minutes.
Yeah, it is Kobos, in fact. Wow.
Yellow flag sector
Oh, he's gone. He's out. Classic case of good one-lap pace, but if you can't hold it together.
Gap behind has increased to 1.6 seconds. Green flag sector 2. Good lap. That's your quickest today.
Too greedy again.
Left side, clear left. You're looking your left front into the hairpin.
Very close to contact with the guy behind there. He's going to get DRS again. Hey, Nigel's up in the 4th. Oh, he's had a little look. He's gone long. Okay. About a second gap back. That was very nice. Wasn't much quicker, but it felt nice. Carrying too much speed into that. The guy behind is quicker. I mean, I know he's got DRS, but every time we have a gap, he builds it back. .129 flat, fastest lap. He's going to be closing right in here. Oh, he's had a much better exit. This is going to be difficult. He's going to have us here with the DRS. Side by side. Oh, he lost it. He must have kept the DRS open. He must have kept it open. We didn't make contact. So he must have left the DRS open. Which through 130R is instant death. In fact, we were very lucky he didn't take us with him. That should be us in second place now. 2 laps left. Hey TJ buddy, thanks for joining the stream, man. You fancy getting out on track for the next race? Just got to bring this one home first. Oh, it's our first incident point. Good question, TJ. If you fancied... Oh, no. Come on, Benny. Let's just concentrate. Too busy reading chat in a braking zone. Not a good idea. Good question, TJ. If somebody could have a look at the combos, see what's popping up next. Maybe it is the BMWs that port him out. Whoa, that was good. That was good. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know it was a little bit of a sort of smaller grid and whatnot, but that felt quite intense, really. If we're quick, GT3's open. Okay, let's do it. Quit. Thanks, Paul. Let's do the GT3 to round the night out if we can. 30 out of 30, 24 out of 30. That's us then, isn't it? And let's use our Mercedes. Hey Rick buddy, I'm really good, man. Good night's racing so far. Very enjoyable. This might be the last one of the night. Depending on what pops back up. Good finish, Nige. 4th place, right? It's going to be a bit weird to now just hop straight into a GT3 car again. With no practice, but we'll do our best. We are Monza, Nige, in the GT3. If you hurry, you can get there. Cheers, Eric, buddy. Thanks for joining the stream, man. Really appreciate it. Jerry, was that what made you spin in the chicane there, buddy? The good news is there's a perfect view of that from me. That will be preserved on YouTube. Is it worth going? I'm not sure it is worth going out, really. Maybe. Let's do it. Let's have 90 seconds just to get the feel of the car.
Pit lane speed limit is 80 kilometers per hour.
Thank you for subscribing, Aero. I hope that's how I pronounce your name properly, buddy. I really appreciate it.
There's traffic behind. Watch your mirrors. Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. We think that coming res has crashed. Sector 1 is clear. Clear left. Your brakes are cold. Let's get some heat. Car left. Clear left. Sector 2 is yellow. Sector 2 is clear. Yellow flag in Sector 1. Sector 1 is clear. It looks like Fernandez has crashed in Variante del Rettifilo. Yellow flag Sector 3. Car left. Blue flag.
Thanks, buddy.
Clear left. That's the end of the session. P1. Left side. Car left. Clear left.
Oh my days.
Car left. Clear left.
Okay, this is going to be interesting because honestly, like coming out of that Formula One experience, these guys feel so heavy and just like a big lump with a weight swinging from side to side. That's going to be it's going to be interesting. This I might be a bit of a liability here, guys. Hopefully, not badly to anybody else. I'm more concerned about what I'm going to do, Rick, if I try and take it like a Formula One car. Code Brown, yes. Ooh, I wonder what's happening here. Why we haven't gotten to quali. Is this a thing? Okay, that should be it, right? Well, I'm going to use the quali mainly as a practice session, Nige. The old layout, yeah. Big bowl. That'll do it. That'll do it. Come on then. If anybody has any insight on where the braking zones are, that would be handy. Save us a bit of time. So I think 150 should do it actually. I bet you came out of it hot, Nige. If you went in cold, I'm sweating buckets. God, you think you've got on the brakes too early, but you haven't.
This lap won't count. You've got the track. You're dirt on your left side tyres.
Ah, so I've had that once, Rick, in the DTM 2020s. A puncture. I was gutted. I was running really well. It was a long time ago though. I've not had one since. Completely offline there. Must be too fast. Okay, so the fast guys are doing 151s. That felt horrible. Looked pretty horrible. .149.8 is what the fast guys are doing.
Alright Ben, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. Cold tyres all round.
We're going to be in the 153s if we're lucky. This car just understeers pathetically through there. What's this going to be then?
That lap time was
Okay, 152.2. That felt a lot better, and it looked a lot better.
Sector 1 time's okay.
Hehehe. It's definitely the carnage, not the driver. Might get into the top 10 yet.
To go, 2 minutes. The lap time was
Not quite.
51.06. Sector 3 time is fast.
Okay, well, I think we've got enough pace to have a decent race. And that's all that matters, really. But we're going to be slap bang in the middle, which could be interesting.
Your tyre temperatures are okay.
I think mainly it's going to be about having the discipline to not push too hard when in combat. Henig's fast. I've raced him before. I don't recognise too many of the names otherwise. We'll see. We'll see. Might be able to get a top 10 finish out of this. Thank you, Joey, buddy. Appreciate that. I'm not running too much fuel, so the rear end isn't going to spin round on me. Or at least not because of that. Shut your eyes for the first 30 seconds. So it's funny, I did one of the GTE races here, and my cat jumped on my keyboard just as the start and returned me to desktop. And I couldn't find the keys to get back. And when I returned, amazingly, nobody had crashed into me, despite the fact that I was still rolling towards T1. So it can happen. Maybe the best bet is to shut your eyes. Maybe if I'd been looking at the screen, it would have been worse. Oh, we got 10th in the end. Somebody must have dropped out or had an invalidated lap. I can laugh about it now, but I was pretty cross with my cat at that point. I was recording for a video as well. Couldn't use it in the end. That should be enough. Right then, guys, let's have some predictions. Last night of the race, where are we going to finish? Are we going to get through T1? Peanut has left. Bit salty, innit? Leaving at this point. Sorry, bad joke. Let us know where you think we're going to finish. Top 10. Cheers, TJ. Fifth, Jerry. Optimistic, that. It's going to require some people to bin it. Might happen.
Okay, Ben, nice and neat. Stay out of trouble. Go.
Oh!
Flag on your right. Clear right. Wake up.
Haha, there's one.
Car right. 3 wide. You're in the middle. Right side's clear. Clear all round. Car left.
Oh, don't hit me, mate.
Still there.
Yep, you hit me.
3 wide. Clear right. Clear all around. Left side. Clear left.
That was remarkably sensible. Fair play to everybody. I wonder if it'll be the same down into this one.
Sector 3 is clear.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Clear left. Green flag, you're clear. Okay, excellent start. Well done.
Not sure why he turned into me there, to be honest. Bold move, taking the apex from there. I wish that hadn't happened. Not sure it's going to be possible to go back and give the place back. I'm not sure it was at the time either. But to be honest, I'm not sure he should be turning into the apex there either. Ah, we've lost our concentration.
Incident clear, green flag. You've got dirt to go on all your tyres. Car left, green flag sector 3, George Fitch, clear left.
Does anybody know who that was? Let me know in the chat.
Clear left, yellow flag. Clear, incident clear.
Was it Peens who's in P8?
Sector 3 is clear. Sixth place.
Does anybody know? Let me know if you do.
Car right. Still there.
Because I will give him the spot
Right
back.
side's clear.
Oh my god, he's down in 17th. There's nothing I can do then. Gonna have to carry the guilt. Hope that it doesn't look as bad on replay. Let's get on with our race. Oh, do you, Rick? Oh god. I've got a lot of respect for those guys and trying to build a race room community over in the States. The last thing I'd want to do is take them out of a race.
Warned about track limits. Come on, watch these track limits, please, Ben.
Anyway, let's head on what we're doing.
The leader is just done 149. We're 1-1.
This could end up being quite tasty.
7th position. Left side. Still there. Clear left.
Ah, he's going to just take the escape road.
Keep you under pressure.
Is he going to let us back past? Fair play. Good on you, buddy.
Clear left.
Accidental double shift.
Left side. Left side. He's still there. Clear left. Okay, Ben, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Relax, focus, keep it smooth. Your tyres are cold, watch out. Car right. Still there. Sector 3 is yellow. On your right. Hold your line. Still there. Right side's clear. Green flag sector 3.
Yeah, I think
P8.
wherever we finish, or wherever it looks like we're going to finish today, we'll probably drop back down the grid order and give it to Audi. I'm not sure what else I can do at this point.
Incident in sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow.
the simplest time to do that is at the end of the race, even if it's going to cost us more.
Sector 1. The leader has just done 48.38. Flag in Sector 1. We think Costa has binned it in Varianti del Rettifilio. Sector 1 is clear. Gap to Garcia behind us now, 1.3 seconds. Left side.
Oh, come on, buddy.
Clear left.
Really?
The leader's just done it, 148.24. Come on, track limits.
It's an interesting style of defending.
That's 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes. Car right. Clear right. Okay Ben, you've got half your fuel left. The gap in front has increased. It's now about 1.7 seconds. Let's see how wide you can make this thing. Back faster than us into Varianti del Rettifilio.
I tell you what, to give ourselves half a chance of getting back into the top 10,
E7.
going to pull over at the exit of T1.
Yellow flag, stay sharp. Okay, Ben, watch the track limits, please. The driver in front of us is Garcia. Green flag, you're clear. On your right, clear right. On your right, clear right. Come on, track limits, keep it between the lines. Need to slow down and give back some time.
Apologise to him for me, Rick. I didn't mean to tip him round. And although I think he probably was a bit brave coming onto the apex, it was my fault.
Car left. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left. The yellow.
Got to avoid pinging him off the road again. Otherwise he's going to think I'm targeting him. Alright then, 2 laps to go, eh? Let's see if we can get in the top 10. Robertson's got to be there for the taking. Not like that, he's not.
Covering on left side tyres. Robertson.
Gonna have 1 lap to get him then.
Sector 2 is yellow.
This could get tasty.
That's 5 minutes of fuel left.
Oh.
White flag. Car left, clear left.
Wow. Drama.
Car left, clear left.
Oh, your man Audi is in trouble. Yeah, you might lose this.
Car right.
Jesus, wept they were on the brakes early there. Oh, we're going to lose it now.
Still there. You're right.
Not quite. He has lost it though. Robertson's got 8th.
P10, that's the end of the race. Never mind.
Ay, ay, ay. What a finish. Bit of a messy one, that, guys, but that's the right thing to do to give the place back when something like that happens. Obviously, it wasn't intentional, but it doesn't really matter. Good racing, though. Yeah, definitely. And a top 10 finish at the end of the day, which is sort of what we thought we would be aiming at. It's quite a nice way to finish off. Let's see the ratings and rankings and all the rest of it from tonight then. See what we've gained and lost. I think that one was going to be quite painful for us in terms of rating points, but who minds, really? It's all about the fun, innit? Ouch! Oh, that is painful. Hey ho. It'll come back. We've had bigger losses, so we'll get it back up. Great streaming, guys. Thank you so much for joining us in the chat, for joining us on track. Oh, cheers, Nige, mate. It's just what you should do, innit? But yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, leave a like. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, really appreciate it if you did. That would be awesome. And yeah, we've got a big touring car race tomorrow night that I might stream. I haven't made my mind up yet. 90 minutes around Silverstone International in the Touring Classics as part of the SCB community, which is going to be mad. I think it could be the most endurance style race I've ever done in those cars. So Lord knows how it's going to play out. I have not done a lot of practice. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. So I think depending on how practice feels, I might well stream it, but we'll see. When I have a minute, what, Paul? Quickly, because I'm gonna cut things pretty quickly. It does remind me though, if you don't know what SCB is, check out the link in my description to the video. We're a Discord community for all skills, experience levels, always looking for more people to come and join us on the grid. We've just finished an epic touring car series where we had over 50 people take part, which is just mad. And we've got an IndyCar series starting soon. Lots of other combinations as well, run week to week. So you'd be very, very welcome to come and join us, and there should be a link in the description to this video, and if there isn't, then there definitely is in some of my other videos. So you'll find one there. Paul, mate, you've run out of time, but you can catch me in the Discord, buddy. Have a good night, everybody. Really, really enjoyed it. See you soon.